popped the tire, bro.
Hey YouTube, it's Honda Yamaha fan, and today we're going to do another old mini bike rescue. This is a 1970s Alexander Reynolds company mini bike frame with a Briggs & Stratton 5-horse that I got off of another mini bike project that did run when I got it, but it needs work, so we're going to be fixing this up today. It needs a couple other things. Seats boogered, got to make a new one of those, but by the end of this, we should have a nice running and driving mini bike. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do to this bike is get the motor running. But before we try to get it running, it's got a nice Permatex gasket job with no actual gasket in it. And I don't know if you can see that on the frame, but just since it's been bolted on here, it's drained out quite a bit of oil. So we're going to be taking the side cover off and replacing the gasket. As you can see guys, that motor was leaking quite a bit out of the side cover gasket. It's even getting oil on my table right now. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to pop this side cover off and scrape all this gasket material off. There we go. Oh wow, that actually came off pretty cleanly. You see that?
Yeah.
There she blows. Now, this might just work. Oh yeah, she's bone dry. That's why it wasn't running. Where's the 4-cycle? Alright. That's good.
Wow. 2 pulls.
And there's the starter wine. Alright. Let's fix that first. Let's figure out this date code real quick. Okay, so we just checked, and apparently the first 2 digits of the code section of this long number indicate the year it was manufactured. And it looks like it was made in 1977, the same year as my Lincoln. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, back to fixing the starter. On these old Briggs & Strattons, they have these clutch and pawl starters. And it actually looks like this one is missing the felt. So that's part of the reason. Let's go ahead and pull this apart. I think I have another one of these, but I'm not sure, so I'll go check once we get this apart. There it goes. It looks pretty dirty. You don't want your balls to be dirty. Let's go find another starter ratchet. This is my hoard of parts. Worst case scenario, I can steal the one out of this one, but I think I have another one in one of these parts bins. But where is the ratchet?
Over there.
Oh, good eye. See, that other one was missing this thing. See how this one doesn't have anything on the end of it? You can see straight through it. This one has the felt pad and the holder on it. So you put a little bit of lubricant in there and it keeps it smooth. I'm going to clean this out first and clean out the balls. Alright, now as you can see, the cup is a lot cleaner. I cleaned out the inside of this, and I've heard that ATF is a good lubricant for this, because it's high detergent, so I'm going to try just putting a little bit on the end of this shaft, and then on the felt pad on the inside. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to put it on the balls, so that's something that we're not gonna do. Tell you what, seems lubricated. I don't think it's gonna screech anymore. Alright, put the fan screen back on. I don't know if I did different, but it seems to be better. Especially after, the incident. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see what she does. Come on, baby, no squealing. There we go. Talking about. Alright guys, so now that we got the motor running, we're going to start working on the seat. I don't know how the baseboard to this seat got lost over the years, but we've got the original foam and cover, which is really the important part. And as you can see over here, it goes something like that. So we're going to take this and trace it out on the plywood and then cut it out and put it all together. Alright, so we got the seat cut out, and I am by no means a carpenter, but this should work. So now I'm going to test fit it. I'm going to put all this back into the cover. I think that'll do. Now we're going to take this angle iron, and we're going to make the metal bars across the bottom that mount it to the front mounting point and the rear shocks. I've got the seat kind of mocked up how I want it, and I'm going to measure the distance between the ends of these things. And they look like they're about 13 inches, which is great because we have a piece of scrap angle iron that is like 28 inches. So we can make both sides with just one piece of metal. So I'm going to mark this and we're going to cut it on the chop saw. Alright, now that we got those cut, we're going to let them cool down for a minute, and then we're going to drill the holes. Guys, we just got through our first hole in this metal after 2 hours because we skimped out, we bought cheap drill bits the first time, and wow, what a waste of money that was. So, don't buy cheap, or buy cheap, buy twice. We decided to exchange them and upgrade to these cobalt bits, Well worth the money. Watch this.
You're going backwards.
Almost there. Pretty good. All right, so now that we got our seat supports cut and drilled, we're gonna mock them up on the bike. Go there. And then yeah,
Nice.
It's starting to look good now. I'm about to sit on this thing. This hasn't been done in years. Oh yeah. That seat is not very cushy. Then again, I am huge. So. Oh, that's gonna ride nice. As you can see, we got the seat supports firmly mounted to the seat, and now we're going to put them on the bike. Before we put a motor on this and get it ready to go, we have to fix the scrub brake, which can't really see because that thing's in the way, but this is supposed to have a top on it that keeps this from going up too high, because whenever we put the spring on it, it's going to be sitting like this. So we're going to weld a piece of angle iron on to just keep it in the right spot. Hey, hey, okay.
I haven't used the stick welder in a while, but it doesn't look terrible. I filled in the gap that was made at the end, but that's not going to come off.
I'd say it looks pretty good. Now that we've got this tab welded in place, can put the brake spring on. Because I like to be able to stop. Oh, beautiful. There we go. Got my bolts. All right, guys, chain's on. Now all I got to do is move the motor forward and tighten the bolts down, and that's squared away. Okay, guys, we've got the Arco put back together, but I used this really old worn out clutch to fit the chain because it was the only thing I had. So I tried to ride it like this. It screeched and it was terrible. So I ordered a brand new max torque clutch from OMB Warehouse. We're gonna put this on, put some air in the tires, and finally go ride this thing. All right, let's get this clutch opened up. I like using these max torque clutches because they're made in America and they're high quality. They cost around 35 bucks, which you can get China ones cheaper, but I just like these. Since I never actually tighten the axle bolt on the other side, I don't feel like dealing with the chain. So I'm just gonna pull the wheel off and put it back on. There we go. Pop this keyway out of here and get rid of this turd. All right, got the new clutch here. Slide that on real quick. Chains on. That looks straight. Put some air in the front. This one actually held air. Alright, that one's good. Some air. Come on. Alright, let's ride it. Well, why is the chain so loose?
Tighten it.
What happened? Okay, take two. Just tighten the chain and the axle. Let's get her started again. See if the chain flies off. It seems to work. Look at the chain. Grass. What happened? I just put air in it.
You popped the tire, bro.
Okay, back again. It's about 20 minutes later. Put a new tube in the rear. Front still losing air. We just put more in it. But we're finally ready to drive it again for like the third time. So, please work. Whatever. Okay, it moved. Let's take it out to the road. All right, we're out at the road. We're finally gonna ride this thing. Let's do this. It runs like crap.
Bro, the other one did too, and you... It's a junkyard mini bike, bro. What are you talking about? It runs.
Okay. It runs and it moves. The seat has, it's not just because I'm heavy. This seat has no cushion, so whenever you're on it, you just feel it in your teeth. Like everything's vibrating. But, you know, it runs. It's a pieced together mini bike. And I think to wrap up this video, we're gonna see if it'll do a burnout. Fingers crossed y'all will have something to see. Well, you got a little bit of rubber burn in there, and
You left your mark.
might have ruined the engine. I don't know. Oh man, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you want to see with this bike. I've got some things planned for it. Kind of like the rat rod look. Was thinking about painting it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. The good old B-roll with my shaky Parkinson's hands.